The highest damage amplification that we have had is 38%. Those damage amps came from the likes of the goats of Wuwa like Sanhua and Mortefi. Long have they lived as legends, as these two are the only 4 stars that see such widespread team usage. Unless of course you're solo dungeon and just kill everything solo. Things have changed in this very week as Iuno takes the crown as the best buffer and support in the game. 50% heavy attack damage amplification, 20 to 40% all damage amplification, healing and self-shielding to keep the team alive. The perfect character has finally arrived, and like the moon, she will forever cycle. Not only is she potentially the best support in the game now, she can quite literally double Augusta's damage. With all of that being said, does that make Iuno the must-pull support for Augusta and other units? My name is VoidEnigma, and we'll be discussing Iuno in the aspects of her best teams and just how strong she is. You know the process, and without further ado, let's elevate our Iuno. Iuno's best team members are without a doubt Augusta, and she is able to grant her some insane buffs, like seriously insane damage amp for heavy attack. She gives 50% damage amplification alongside a passive that amplifies all of her incoming damage. Like, whenever she gets a shield, she is going to get that buff. The thing is though, that buff starts at 5 out of 10 stacks thanks to Iuno's passive, and through normal gameplay of Augusta, she can cap out that buff where she gets another 40% all damage amplification. That alongside the outro grants 90% damage amplification, which is just 10% short of doubling Augusta's damage output when she's on field. Damage amplification is much different from just normal additional damage percents. As crazy as that is, the full damage amplification on other characters is still actually capped out at 70% if they're a heavy attack user, and 20% for just any character that she intros into. That means that Augusta isn't the only one eating. Jiyan, Zani, Roccia, they are all cooking with these same buffs. And to add insult to injury, or glorify her supportive capabilities, she can also heal. She's just a perfect unit as she has a dual purpose in the team. Her damage is also pretty decent, making her a very good pickup for any character or any account. What makes Iuno so invaluable is her ability to quickly generate her concerto, deal substantial damage, and then go off to buff the incoming character as well as providing healing. She's just a all-in-one unit, and she's incredibly good at each of her roles. Iuno is comparative to Mortefi, and Iuno just outclasses our scientists by a large margin. Like, the damage amplification at base, she's actually double what Mortefi can do. She rotates quickly than Mortefi, and she heals and just does way more damage. While she's an upgrade in every way, it still doesn't discount what a great unit Mortefi is, and he is still a suitable unit for all of the characters that Iuno is going to buff. Iuno just does a better job, but if you're already clearing content without Iuno, then you might not even need her. If you are, however, looking for a little extra power from characters like Jiyan, Zani, and Augusta, then Iuno is your go-to pick. A lesser known fact about Iuno though, is that she is actually that of a main damage dealer, and in that case, she actually has some supports that buffs her instead. Iuno can act as a hybrid damage dealer for a main DPS effort through quickswap and just normal buffing, right? She uses liberation damage, so characters like Changli, Yinlin, and Junshin can buff her to do some insane damage, while also dealing damage themselves. You can pull off some amazing quickswap combos, and let me know in the comments if you want a video about these synergies. Her aerial combat also has so much style points, and I actually look forward to trying her with Brant, as these two characters are the aerial king and queen, right? I can't wait to try her out in so many different teams. Iuno is a character just like Brant. She's able to heal and do big spurts of damage, so that means that for future characters, she might be the perfect option for them. She is generally a very safe pickup, because no matter who it is, if they use heavy attacks, then Iuno is going to be their buffer and healer. And again, I cannot stress how great it is to have healing on a supportive unit who actually does damage as well. In the event that you don't want to use Shorekeeper or just don't have Shorekeeper to use, you can always slide in another carry and really do some good work. So is Iuno the best supporting character for heavy attacks? Yes, 100%. If you want to power up your heavy attackers even more, then she's going to be a great unit to grab, and even potentially for future characters, because you won't regret having this substantial heavy attack buff. If you are satisfied with Mortefi's performance though, or you'd rather use the smug and smart man over a shoeless priestess, then stick with Mortefi. He's still a great unit for a fraction of the price. Comment down below your plans for Iuno. Are you grabbing her or just going to be completely skipping her? I'm curious to see what you guys think of her as a unit and a character, so let me know. This has been VoidEnigma out.